Hello everybody, this is Crystal Anspach with Anspach's Pepper Patch. Today we're doing bread and butter pickles and our summer squash, sweet and spicy summer squash relish that we've been trying to get to for the past couple of weeks and just staying super duper busy. So I've got the cucumbers all cleaned up and the summer squash is ready to go. All we have to do is get them chopped up and sliced up and ready to start canning. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll see you guys here in just a few minutes. So welcome back. So I got all the cucumbers sliced up. I got the summer squash together. I sliced 8 quarts of the cucumbers. The recipe calls for 4 quarts for one batch. So we're doing a double recipe today. And then I still have more cucumbers left over, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. But anyhow, I've got 4 quarts of cucumbers in each bowl. So 2 batches today. They're in there sliced up, kind of thin, about like that, for your bread and butter pickles. They also have 3 large white onions sliced up in each bowl, and 1 large green pepper sliced up in there as well. The brine consists of a 1/3 cup of kosher pickling salt and covered with ice. That's going to create a quick brine. It's going to keep the cucumbers crisp during the cooking process while we're canning those guys. Before we get to those though, we're going to do the summer squash, the sweet and spicy summer squash relish. So I've got that chopped up, sitting here ready to go. There's 4 quarts of summer squash in there, 2 large white onions, and 1 green pepper all cut up. No brine on those. We're not going to cook these. We're going to cold pack them because the squash is kind of delicate and we don't want it to get mushy during the cooking process. So now that the vegetables are ready to go, I've got to go find some jars. So we'll collect my jars and get those cleaned and sterilized, and then we can start the canning process. See you in a minute. Alright everybody, awesome, we're ready to go. So we have the the jars are in there, they're boiling, they're getting sterilized. I've got the lids and rings on the back burner and they're heating up, they're going to boil and sterilize. And so now we're going to make the syrup. And this is the syrup, so if anybody's on a diet or watching their sugar intake, you might want to use this as a treat when you, I don't know, as a side dish, you know, a treat whenever you're going to be on your cheat day or something, because we're going to put in 3 cups of apple cider vinegar right in there. And then the fun, yummy part, while I say cheat day, we're making a syrup, remember? 5 cups of granulated sugar. Probably thinking, that can't be right. Yeah, that's right. All that's going to melt into the vinegar down in there. Woo-wee, look at it go. Alright, and then our yummy spices. So in here you've got 1½ teaspoons of celery seed. You've got 1½ teaspoons of turmeric. You've got 2 teaspoons of mustard seed. And then my very special favorite spice is habanero pepper flake. I made those a couple years ago out of some habaneros I grew. Oh, and it's so good. So I'm going to put all of that in there. Okay. And then we'll let that heat. Need a spoon. Need a spoon to get all that stirred up nice and yummy in there. I'm going to let that heat up and let the all that yummy sugar melt up. And then we have to transfer this to a bigger pot because we're going to end up adding the oh no, we're not doing cucumbers yet. We're not doing the pickles yet. We're doing the relish. Hot and spicy. Sweet and spicy relish. Yeah, it's sweet, alright. 5 cups of sugar. So sweet and spicy, sweet summer squash relish. I'm going to get this melted up. I'm just going to heat it kind of slow. Let all that sugar dissolve. And then get our jars set up and start packing them. So, enjoy. Alrighty, so now we're going to pack these jars. Making a mess. It's alright. I'm just going to hand pack them. And I'll get it filled up in there. And then we'll get all of these done. And then cover them with syrup. Get our lids and rings on. All that in there. Yum. I'm gonna finish packing these up. Okay, so I've got them all filled. All the jars filled and the tops wiped off so we don't get any little food particles underneath our lids. Make sure we get a nice, clean, tight seal. We'll get those going. Tighten that up. Just finger tight. We'll get them in there. And then we'll get these processing. And you know, I think I'm going to have to make a trip to the grocery. I don't think I have enough sugar to do all of the pickles. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright folks, so they're all in the canner now. I overloaded my canner and ended up with 9 pints instead of 7. So I kind of squished them all in there. But I think they'll be fine. They'll process at the same rate as the other ones. So we're going to let that come to a rapid boil and let it boil for about 10 minutes so that that'll process our relish. Yeah, I'm going to clean up the kitchen and take some inventory. I think we'll have to run out to the grocery and get some more sugar because those 5 cups of sugar is a lot. We have 2 more batches to go. So let's see what we have, see how much ingredients I have left, and I'll get back to you. See ya. So there they are, folks, floating around in their jars. They should settle in as they cool. Yep, we'll see what they do. But I'm definitely going to have to go to the grocery and get some more sugar. I got out to the shed and got some more jars out and cleaning those up. And then we'll do the bread and butters. So we'll get on that here in a second. Okay, so I'm back from my little trek to the grocery. I got the things that we need. So right now I'm rinsing the cucumbers. Since they sat in that salt brine, they have to get rinsed off really good. So I've got them in here. We're going to do them in little batches. We'll do one at a time and get them rinsed off. Let them soak, drain them, rinse them again. There's a remainder of that bunch. And then we still have the other bunch left to do. I've got this syrup in the pot, melting, cooking up together. It's the same ingredients as before. The 3 cups of apple cider vinegar, 5 cups of sugar, 1½ teaspoons of turmeric, 1½ teaspoons of celery seed, and 2 teaspoons of mustard seed. The only thing that we left out is the hot pepper flake. So I'm working on getting the cucumbers together. I have some jars that need to be sterilized, and then we'll pack up our bread and butter pickles. Okay guys, so I've got the jars in the pot sterilizing, and I've got the cucumbers rinsed, got them on the stove, and what we do now is add the syrup mixture to the cucumber pot. Hot stuff, guys, hot stuff. There's that. And then we want to bring the cucumbers just to a boil and then cut the heat down on them. And they'll be ready to put in our jars. So, if I'm being completely honest, I really think that's what we should have did with the squash. So, what I'm going to do with those guys is once they finish cooling, see how much extra liquid's in the bottom of them. Once they finish cooling, I'm going to open up the jars, repack them, and then reprocess them, and that should take care of that problem with the extra liquid sitting in the bottom of the jar. So then you have fully packed good jars to use. What's in there now is probably tastes just fine, but for efficiency's sake and looks, let's repack them. Yeah, but I'm going to get the cucumbers together and pack up our bread and butters as soon as our jars get through. Okay, so here we go. We've got our bread and butter pickles. There they are in the pot. Rings and lids. Got our hot jars. And we'll get those filled and we'll process in a hot water bath for 10 minutes. Alright guys, so there's our finished product. We ended up with 11 pints of bread and butters, and then after repacking and reprocessing the summer squash relish, we ended up with 4 pints. So that's more like it. And look how much better they look in the jars now. They're full, they're packed, they look great, taste great too. So thanks for joining me today, and thanks for experimenting with me in the kitchen, and hope you have a great day. Thank you. So wasn't that great today? I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Yeah, so that's the first time that I've actually made the summer squash relish. I think it turned out okay. We learned a lot. Learned that we need to add that to the hot liquid just like we did the cucumbers for our bread and butters. So I'll do that next time, and also learn that I'll be able to use a whole lot more squashes when I'm making that stuff. I'm sure it turned out all right. I've had a few people ask if I sell any of this. Right now I'm not. I have a little small home garden, and I just enjoy, I'm dumping this out here in the compost. Ugh. Just enjoy sharing with you guys a few recipes and a little bit of the way I spend some of my weekends. So hopefully I'll be getting a book together soon with some recipes and some canning processes and things like that. So, but I'll let you know when that's happening. Probably not anytime really soon, but soon. So hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.